Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Nóra Ni Loideain, Director of the Information Law and Policy Centre, one of the academic centres based at the Institute of Advanced Legal Studies at the University of London. This short podcast for PhD law students focuses on publishing your research online, and it builds on some related topics in this podcast series that I would highly recommend checking out, including the podcast on online resources from the Institute's Law Library by two of our fantastic law librarians, Hester Swift and Laura Griffiths. In this presentation, I'm going to discuss three main points. 1, why is online publishing important during your PhD? 2, what are the best ways to publish and promote your online research? And 3, last but not least, I'll finish with talking about the benefits and challenges of online publishing, and perhaps most importantly, some tips on how to manage these. So let's begin with that big question. Why is online publishing important during your PhD? Well, you may already have heard of the saying, publish or perish. And this speaks to the fact that publishing your work is part of your job as an academic. But there are many ways in which publishing your work is important. First, it improves the rigor and quality of your research, especially if you publish in a peer-reviewed law journal or book. Secondly, publishing helps to inform your research. As a PhD student, you should already receive helpful guidance from your PhD supervisor, but publishing your work also gives you the opportunity to receive broader feedback and rich insights from your academic peers and the wider scholarly community. Thirdly, publishing promotes your online profile and your work. This helps you to build research networks, your publication impact factor, and opens up opportunities for collaboration, like co-authoring work with other academics and grant proposals. That being said, while you may feel pressure to publish, as all academics do, remember that writing a PhD is a marathon, not a sprint. In practice, this means that your writing time is very valuable, and what you should consider publishing depends very much on your PhD progress. For instance, if you are in the early stages of your PhD, consider publishing a book review or case note. You will have to review legal materials as part of your literature review, so you should take this opportunity to see if you can maximize this writing time and also publish a book review or case note in a leading law journal that will be subject to peer review. If you're at the more advanced stages of developing your key thesis and arguments, perhaps in year 2 or year 3 of your PhD, perhaps consider publishing one of your PhD chapters in a relevant leading law journal or as part of an edited book collection relevant to your thesis topic. If you're at the final stages of your PhD, when you are writing up, for instance, consider where would be best to publish your research findings and recommendations. For instance, does a leading book publisher have a special law series that your book could be part of? Remember also that many monographs are now published online. And for some food for thought, here is my PhD publishing approach. Another important question is where to publish your research. Here I would suggest maximizing your impact and research profile by publishing in law journals most relevant to your PhD topic. It helps to keep an eye out for calls for online special issue of law journals in your area. There are lots of different online platforms where you can promote your academic work and research profile. I currently use the following: Twitter, the Social Sciences Research Network, and LinkedIn. Of course, other online academic publishing platforms are also available and may be better for your particular area of law. Because of my area of legal research, information law and policy, being a very fast-moving area of regulation and policy making, I find Twitter helpful in two main ways. One, for keeping up to date on emerging legal issues and the dynamic policy making in this area, and 2, as a tool for public engagement. Twitter can be a very useful platform to share and make accessible your academic research with members of the public and policymakers who are interested in information law. On a practical note, in order to promote your research and publications to other academics and the wider public, make sure your university communications office have your details. Also make sure that your research details and expertise are up to date, whatever websites you use. There are many benefits that come with online publishing. These include raising your research profile, enriching and informing your research, and helping to build your research profile in the academic community. This is particularly important during your PhD, when you're at the beginning of your academic career. However, with these benefits also come challenges. These challenges include time management and project management. While it is easy and quick to blog and tweet, this has far less research impact. So in order to maximize your time, consider prioritizing online publications that are peer-reviewed. And above all, and I can't stress this enough, keep to your PhD writing schedule. Let's wrap up with these final recommendations. 1. Make your online profile and research easily accessible. 2. Time management is essential when writing up your PhD. Try to save time by linking the different platforms where you promote and share your publications. 3. Dedicate some time to regularly keep these web pages up to date. And finally, while it is easy and quick to blog, this publishing has far less research impact. Always prioritize time for your PhD writing and online peer-reviewed publications. Before I leave you, here are details of my online publications below. I hope you found this podcast useful. Thanks for listening. Stay safe and well, everyone.